So I'm going to start today by reading a little bit of Bible. This is from Luke chapter 23, and it's just a few verses. We're going to do chapter 23, 33 through 34. When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified him there, along with the criminals, one on his right and the other on his left. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." And they divided his clothes by casting up lots. So, do you remember what crucifying Jesus was?
No. He sacrificed it.
That's where they put him on the cross, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're right, he sacrificed himself for us. That's where they actually put him on the cross. Do you think it felt good to be nailed to a cross?
No.
No. But what did he still do while they were hurting him? He asked God to do what? Forgive the people that were hurting him. Now, are we supposed to forgive everybody? We are. Is it easy to forgive people?
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. If it's something little like I bump you, oh, I'm sorry. That's easy, right? What if somebody lies to you or says really mean things to you or steals something really important to you? Are you still supposed to forgive them?
Yeah.
Is that easy? That's not as easy, huh? I'm going to tell you about a place that I went when I was in England. It's called Coventry. And during a war, there's a chapel there that during a war, when people were being hurt because of the way that they prayed and the way that they talked to God and how they believed God worked, one country attacked the other country and the bombs destroyed part of this church. Well, the person in charge of that church went over that night after everything happened and he wrote on the wall, "Father, forgive." Because he knew that it wasn't just the people that were that dropped the bombs that needed forgiving. It was who?
God.
Everyone needs forgiving, huh? And they left that building up. It was one of the neatest places I've ever been. See, look. That's the inside of this church that got destroyed.
Are bombs real?
Yeah, they are, unfortunately. Here's another shot. This is from the outside. We were lucky. It was usually in England, the weather's not as nice. So we've got some really good pictures because the weather was really nice.
It's nicer?
Usually the weather's rainy. And at this church, they do this thing called the Litany of Reconciliation. What do you think that means?
Silliness?
Silliness? No. It means the prayer. It's like a prayer of forgiveness. And these are the words here. I'm not going to have you read these. The way it works is a pastor or priest comes and reads one line, and then everybody says together, "Father, forgive." But some of the words in there aren't really easy for kids to use because you're not going to understand what they mean. And it's important to know what you're praying for, right? Right? So I rewrote it a little bit for us, but I've been saying this prayer every night the last few weeks because I've been having a really hard time forgiving people that have hurt me, but also forgiving people that are just hurting other people in the world. Is forgiveness something that you just say, "I forgive you," and it's all better, and that you never think of it again? No. Sometimes you have to forgive somebody over and over again, and you have to ask God to help you forgive them. And is that okay? Okay. So I'm going to read this, and as I read it, when I point to you, you're going to have to watch me. When I point to you, you're going to say, "Father, forgive," and that's going to be your closing prayer. Okay? So I'm going to start. And if there's words, I'm trying to see if there's any words that you might not know in this. I tried to write it as good as I could. Do you know what the word race means?
Race?
Not like race like we run a race, but race. Like people, a race of people.
What people?
Race means kind of like where you're from, what color your skin is, that kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no.
That one's important to know because that's in here. Do you know what it means to take advantage of somebody?
Me
What does that mean?
stealing.
Taking, kind of, to do stuff that's not nice to somebody else. And if it's easy for me to trick you, that kind of thing. I'll leave the dress on. Okay, I think rest of this you'll know. All right, so we ready?
Yeah.
We're going to pray now. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
Oh,
You're not repeating after me this time. Good try. When I point to you, you're going to say, Father, forgive. Okay?
Okay.
All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Hate that separates nation from nation, race from race, rich from poor. Father, forgive. People and countries wanting and trying to take what is not theirs. Father, forgive. Greed that hurts and takes advantage of other people and destroys the earth. Father, forgive. Being jealous of good things others have and them being happy. Father, forgive. Ignoring the pain of people who are in jail, homeless, or hurting. Father, forgive.
Why do you keep on pointing at me?
I'll point at her. Treating other people like property. Father, forgive.
I didn't need to say it. Yes, you did.
Being too proud of ourselves and not trusting God. Father, forgive. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgive one another as God in Christ forgave you. This reminds us, this prayer that we just said, reminds us to not only help others learn to forgive, but asks God to forgive us for these things, because everybody makes mistakes and God knows that. So just remember, whenever you make a mistake, ask God to forgive you, but try your best to forgive others. Okay?
Okay.
Good job, guys.
Bye.